Good night, everyone. Coming to you live from Newark, New Jersey. And I want to discuss something that's on everybody's mind right now, which is, will there be a recession? And what will happen to home prices? Because people are desperately looking for houses, especially the ones who didn't purchase a house and now looking to purchase a house. So today I'm going to discuss something called the H.O.P.E index. And this is a way that there's one economist came up with this, and what it stands for is housing, orders, profits, and employment. And what he says was that if all four of these things start to decline, then you're likely facing a recession. And then depending on pretty much how hard the decline is, can tell you if it's a hard landing or a soft landing. So let's discuss. So housing starts did fall, but I think they're picking back up. We still are, as a country, about 7.5 million housing units short, and that's up from 5 million. And one of the reasons it's up is because people aren't selling. They gave everyone 2% interest rates. 60% of the population has 2 and 3% interest rates, at least the ones that have mortgages. And of that 60%, they don't want to sell, guys. Why would they sell and buy a property at an 8, 9, and maybe even 10% interest rate? Makes no sense. So that's causing major disruption in the housing supply. And because of that, well, the law of supply and demand kicks in. So housing will probably remain kind of strong, at least house prices will, for the foreseeable future, no matter what the economy does. Now, orders are down. That means pretty much big companies making big orders. Talking about big machines. Yes, profits are down. A lot of major companies have, had declines in the profits. But employment's not down, guys. Not even close. And because employment is still relatively good, if you want a job, you can find it. Well, that means that that's going to have an impact on wages, which is in turn going to have an impact on inflation. And that means it's probably going to have an impact on rates going back up. And the problem is that if Mr. Powell decides to reverse the rise of the interest rates and start cutting, that means there's another problem that we don't see that they see. And unless that happens, I fear that, rates are going to continue to go up, pricing more people out of the market and making housing even more affordable. Check this nice house out here. It's a new construction. Neighborhood. By the way, I did this house here a number of years ago. Oh boy. This house that you're looking at, I bought, fixed, and sold this before the 2008 recession. The guy sold it, still owns it to today. So this is a flip I did. Right. Still has the red door I painted it and the white color where I painted it. Anyway, I think I sold it to a fireman. Good guy. So, it's great when you can walk neighborhoods and see properties that you flipped. Anyway, so where were we? Yeah, employment. Well, employment's very, very good right now. And unfortunately, that's not good for home buyers. So, the E hasn't fallen yet. So we on H, we on O, and we on P, but no E, guys. So unfortunately, unless unemployment skyrockets, the H.O.P.E index is not going to go into effect. Now, from what I've read is it predicted, they used the H.O.P.E index to predict some of the last major recessions that we had. And, so let's see what happens. Now, commercial, that's another beast. And I think commercial, which is where I'm more interested in now, having done residential, meaning when I say residential, I mean 1 to 4 units for about 20 years of my career. Now we're looking to do commercial, meaning over 5 units, apartment buildings, office buildings, strip malls. And they're about to take a hit. Now, the problem is, unlike residential where you can lock in 30-year fixed rates, typically on a commercial like this building right here, the rates that you can hold your rate, usually it's an adjustable rate, but typically they only give you 3 to 5 years to pay it off. And a lot of people who bought in 2018 and so forth, they're running out of time. Like this building right here. This building over here in Newark been sitting vacant for some time. They got the lights on, but that's the city making them keep those lights on. I haven't seen workers there in a number of years. I'll show you the building right here. So, and I know the lights look like it's on. If you look at the top, you'll see the lights are not on at the very top of the building. This one here, this is a raggedy building. Look at that. I mean, look at that, right? You have all the income for that building and it looks like total shit. But at least it's occupied. I mean, what a mess, right? Different color blinds, all the years, and they couldn't change the bloody windows. Yeah. There's no pride ownership in that building right there. This one here has been sitting vacant for a very, very long time. All right, this is in Newark, New Jersey. And yeah, graffiti, all types of stuff now has taken it over. So that was in foreclosure recently. I think somebody got it though. I tried to get it, but I think somebody knew the person at the bank. They got it before I did. By the way, if you're watching the video, please do me a favor, like and subscribe and share. I'm trying to build up the channel. If you want more information, if you like my videos, this will keep me going. And also, I'll try to put the link in the description where you could download. You can go to my website, or you can just download the Smart app. That's the app that I'm the brainchild of, and it would mean a lot if you could go in there, post social content. You can talk about real estate, have discussions, do something we call blurt, which is add vocals to your pictures, and even post videos. So, and look at real estate. It's what we call a social commerce app. We'll talk more about it as time goes on. But please do me a favor, download it, give me a 5 stars. I really appreciate it. Okay. Anyway, so That's pretty much it, guys. So look, I was just speaking to a young gentleman, and they're asking if the real estate market's good, if the real estate market's bad. This is my advice: just start. If you don't own a property, just start. Yes, we may go into a recession, houses may become cheaper, but then they may not. And it doesn't look like we're going to the government isn't doing anything to pull us out of that 7.5 or 7.7 million houses that we're short. They haven't offered any incentive to builders, nothing. The most that I'm seeing now is they're talking about converting office buildings to rentals, which is very hard to do. Somebody said that only 3% of the office buildings can become rental properties. And by the way, who the hell needs more rentals? And most people don't want condos. They just don't like the high HOAs that could just change on a vote and jack up your HOA. So people want houses, guys. People want neighborhoods. They want to walk around their property, plant fruit trees on their property if possible, and have a safe place for the kids to play. So, I'm not so sure about all those plans. I think that they have to incentivize builders to build. That's the one thing. I'm not so sure the U.S. voters have the appetite to allow the politicians to do what must be done, especially in a very politically charged environment. And we're about a year away from presidential elections. So, yeah, I don't see that happening. So this home crunch is going to remain strong for the near foreseeable future. And it takes an average of 6 months to a year to bring any housing to market anyway. So there you go. Oh. This particular property is vacant. That's the agent. So if you want to buy this property, give this guy a call. Tell him the Ragman told you. I have to download the Smart app. All right? I'm a licensed broker, but I don't sell houses to buyers anymore. I have agents that do that, but in the app we built, we just decided just to serve the consumer and not so much the realtors, because at the end of the day, the consumer's the one spending. So we build the app that's consumer focused, and that's the Smart app. Anyway, but it helps realtors because they can go on the app, talk about themselves. You get to know, like, and trust them, and then decide to hire them from the app. Right? Anyway, guys, have a good night, and I'll see you in the next one. Over and out. Like and subscribe.